going on, baby? It's your boy BZ back again with a banger, showing you guys exactly how you can clutch up more wins for you and your teammates. I will be completely honest, this is really for people who have above a 1.4 to 1.5 KD. These are advanced tips and tricks. If you can't position yourself correctly, if you can't hit shots, if you can't react quickly to the things that are going on in the game, you will not be successful trying to take these tips. You don't go to calculus without at least going through algebra and geometry. So that's the explanation that I can give you guys in a slight little breakdown. If you guys learned something today, if it's your first time in the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you never miss any Call of Duty or Warzone related content. Let's get right to it, okay? I'm gonna set the stage for you guys right now. You can see the circles kind of closing in a little bit. It's fifth zone. I have a buy station next to me, still have a helicopter. I'm above, or I'm below, you can say a water tower. I have a zip right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and back it up 10 seconds so you guys can get a pretty good idea of what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and talk you guys through it, okay? I'm trying to rotate into the zone right now. I hear an explosion to my right. Hear shots going up directly to my left. I'm gonna go ahead and aim walk this because I want to sound horde. I hear somebody right above me. That's a notification that I have somebody there. So I got to be cognizant of that. He's taking a ladder up. It's going to be an easy shot for me. I hear that ladder. I'm immediately going to go ahead and take my shots when I can. You can see right there a second ago. I'm going to go and rewind it for you. You hear the ladder go up. I take the shots. While I take those shots up there, I see that in prison, there's going to be some people either all the way up top on the roof, or I'm going to go ahead and turn around and there's a little window that I'm going to look to an opening. That window that I'm talking about right here.
I would for sure be upset.
I'm gonna go ahead and be very patient about this, okay? No need to rush. I just heard somebody pop a redeploy flare. I know that somebody's gonna be in the air and they could potentially ping me. Now, this is something that I also want you guys to keep in mind. When there are only 2 other teams left, so 3 teams left in total counting your team, but if there are 2 other teams left on the map, you need to make sure that they're engaging first. You don't want to be the team that gets third partied. You want to always be the team that third parties them to secure the last couple of kills and to secure that win. That's my goal here. Hear footsteps to my right. There's people right on that buy station. Somebody's flying in. Now I have somebody above me. I have people right here in front of me on the buy station. There are 2 other teams left. It's just me. One other team could potentially be a full team, or it can be a 3 and 3, or 3 and 4, excuse me. Gonna take my time. I hear another redeploy flare go off. That means now it's officially gone to a 1v3 or 1v3v4. I try and hop over and take my shots. I'm not gonna be good on that. Somebody's gonna fly down on me. Now there's a lot of things going on right here, okay? This is why you have to capitalize on taking your shots. I hop up on this fence because I know he pops that flare. He sees me. I miss shots right there. You can't miss your shots. You got to capitalize on that. I'm gonna take a second to replay. Have somebody flying in above me. I see somebody flying in above me. I also caught a glimpse of somebody else dropping down on top of me, okay? I want to make sure I hit these shots. I only get the break, but I get the live ping. I'm gonna press him. That other guy that I initially talked about that was on top of water tower, he just jumped down on top of me. You can hear that when he drops in. Watch. This guy flies in. I only get the break. That other guy pulls his shoot, drops down. He's gonna be on the railing above. I got that first knock. This is the problem. I see a flash behind me. So now I have two problems here. I have one kid directly behind me as I'm popping the stim shot. I have one person on the railing directly above me. I have a munitions box. I have stim shots. I have a durable gas mask. I know that there's still one kid that's knocked, but I know he might be able to live ping me no matter where I go if I turn this corner. They're gonna try and put shots into me. I have to play as if they know where I am the entire time. I'm gonna go ahead and take my time. I have prepared for this. When you want to try and clutch up some gas plays like this, you want to be as prepared as possible going into the 4th or 5th zone, depending on how many teams are left. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the gas. They took some shots at me, but it's fine. They have a lot further to go than I do. I have to always operate under the assumption that I'm as prepared as possible. I have 2 munitions boxes. I have 4 or 6 stim shots. I'm gonna go ahead and start inching my way up. They got a buyback because I was able to get one of those kills. Pop that stim. Take your time. Take your time. I have this the buy station right here. The zone hasn't chunked my health just yet. Buy that gas mask. Played up. I'm gonna sound horde and I approach this carefully. When you approach this buy station, you don't want to be an idiot. They know that I was moving out. I was moving into the gas. They know that I have to come to them at eventually. So when I turn this corner, I want to be patient. I want to look around, sound horde for a second. I didn't see anything. I was a little too quick on that, but you can do a better job of that, okay? Now you can see that there were shots right here from this kid on the mini map. I'm gonna slowly walk my way up. There's still shots. There's 2 teams. Now those last 2 teams are engaging in a fight. This is my chance to third party that. I want to look above, see if there's a threat. Get that first knock. Now I'm gonna take the high ground, make sure that I'm out of zone. Take the last shots on this kid right here. I shouldn't have switched to my gun right there. I had plenty of ammo to kill him. I'm gonna get those last 2 finishes. This is again why you have to capitalize on your shots. The last guy just popped a self-revive, just popped a redeploy flare. That means that there are now 3 other people in play, but there's 2 people on the ground, which means I want to get aggressive on them. I need to engage them in that fight prior to his 3rd person coming down, getting his loot, and being able to land on top and get another advantage on me. I'm gonna play it up really quickly. I'm gonna chow now. I see him right there to my left. Make that cut in the corner. I get this knock. Hitting those shots is gonna be crucial because now this guy that's coming in, I can engage him as quickly as possible. I get the break on that. He's still up top on zone. Zone's gonna be coming in. The problem right here, right? The mistake that I made that could have gotten me killed if this was like even this was a half decent team. I won't disrespect them, but the problem is that I wasn't being aware of where that 3rd guy was. Okay, the 1st guy was on the ground. I was able to turn the corner right here, get the kill. 2nd guy was flying in. He came off with the redeploy flare. There was a 3rd guy. I knew that, but I didn't account to where he was. So when I jumped off of the railing to OE on the guy that was down below, I didn't get an accurate idea of where the 2nd guy or the 3rd guy was that we're looking at right now. So I took my shots, missed those, but there's still somebody above me. Chow that, I get the knock. I know I have stim shots. This guy's been in the zone for a pretty decent amount of time. I'm hoping he doesn't have a durable or else that would have screwed me over, but I ended up winning the 1v1s, and that's how I made that first gas play. So right there, I was being patient for the most part. I think there were a couple of things that I could have done better right there, especially towards the end where I didn't account for where that last guy was. But I'm gonna go ahead and go into the next video and break down how you can do this. But this is gonna be a little bit of, this is gonna be, the scenario for this is gonna be a little different, okay? Now, believe it or not, I actually wasn't planning on doing this, but I just noticed that once I killed this last guy, he was streaming, so I thought it would be helpful if I go back into his stream and give you guys a little bit of perspective, because the majority of you won't actually be playing 1v4s. I'm mostly solo squad because it's just better content for me, and I just think it's a little bit more entertaining. But in this situation, I kind of want to touch base on things that they did wrong as a team and the lack of communication that kind of hurt them in the end when I kind of pushed up. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of there's a lack of communication that kind of stemmed from both of their parts. I mean, everybody here on the team kind of messed up, right? They have really good positioning in the circle, and this is actually a relatively decent team. This guy talks about it later. He has I want to say like a 3 or a 4 KD. I end up killing his teammate over here on the backside. This guy on the railing that was climbing up. This isn't the moment that I actually ended up killing him, but it's gonna happen in just 1 second. They're getting shot from above. They're just trying to hold their position for right now. Now this guy Lizard is gonna crawl up this ladder, or the ladder up there up top. I get that kill. He said fucking chemical, right? That was a terrible call out. If you get killed by somebody, your call out shouldn't be the incorrect. Like, chemical is on the opposite side of what they're talking about right now. Chemical is farther back, like towards where the helicopter is. I was directly below them where the shed was. Now, they also had a 2nd teammate who got killed, but the good news is they have the buy station right there and they have plenty of flares. He pops 1 flare, he gets 1 teammate back. Trainwreck hasn't died yet. He needs to go ahead and kill himself because he doesn't have a self-res. He's stalling for no reason. Now he dies, they pop another flare. Boom. The call out should have still been, hey guys, there was somebody here below me on shed. Calls that live ping. He said I'm hurt. They pushed me. I end up getting train wrecks knocked. This guy ends up not going to go help. I don't know why he doesn't go and help. This is a terrible angle to have. There was somebody above. There's somebody to my right. I recognize that. That's when I pushed out. He's gonna go ahead and focus on a different team. Make sure they keep positioning. I guess it's not like a terrible play in the situation. His teammates should have called out where I went. They didn't do that. They ended up just like leaving me. Like, they knew I was in the gas. I knew that they knew that I was in the gas. But they end up focusing his team down here. This is called being scatterbrained. There's a lack of focus. You have to compartmentalize sometimes. This is where that ability to be able to take in a lot of different information, to see what's going on the map, and to be able to communicate that effectively to your teammates. His teammates didn't. They just forgot about me completely. In their heads, I was gone. I was poof. I guess I was just dead completely.
It's another one.
They should have noticed that there were still 2 other teams left on the map. There's only one place that I could be.
Another one. Oh, down low, TV.
Down low is a terrible call out. What does that mean?
He's right above us.
That's the call out you should have gotten, right above us.
This dude's wild, bro. Train.
Wait, well, yeah, he's not. He had 1 shot and he wasn't dying.
He pops a flare. I end up pushing down. I'm gonna get aggressive on this. I want to get aggressive. I gotta end this fight quickly. Now, previously, when I showed you my POV, I gave you a little bit of incorrect information that now I'm gonna kind of double back on right now because I didn't see it from this perspective. I thought there were 3 people up collectively, right? It's a 1v3. I didn't know that one of them was already knocked. I forgot that I had knocked that kid initially on the stairs. In my head, I kind of assumed that he might have had a self-res because I didn't get the finish yet, and I wasn't able to get that finish. I get shots at him. I get aggressive. I don't know why he took out his cluster strike. He's actually a very good player. I don't know why he took out his cluster strike right there. He didn't. It wasn't gonna help you in that situation. Once I get the shots off on you, you should know one teammate is down, one teammate is flying in. I'm going to get aggressive on him. In his from his point of view, he should know that I'm going to get aggressive. He should have kind of beat me towards that edge, try and put some shots onto me, and maybe try and give his boy Surgical Lizard a fighting chance. I end up getting the knock here. I thought that there was still one more person up. I miscalculated. It was only 2 of them. He had a durable gas mask. He pops the stim and he goes into zone. That's when I took my shots. I should not have pushed him out here like this. This was his fight to win because he said he had more health. His teammate gives a live ping. I was able to get my shots and capitalize on that.
Hit him at all, bro.
Now, one thing that I also want to note, this is no indictment on them. I don't know these guys at all. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I just thought it'd be helpful for me to give you guys some advice based on what happened in their situation. Most of you guys are going to be in this guy's shoes where you have more teammates. I'm again solo squatting. So, 1, don't get mad at your teammates. You guys are gonna lose. It's a video game at the end of the day, right? Like I'm one to talk. I rage quit all the time. But if you're playing consistently with your team, if you guys have more games that you're gonna be playing in, don't get mad at your teammates. Don't mute yourself. It's just gonna create like an atmosphere where it's not gonna be fun to play. It's just like you're gonna want to get off, right? So stuff like this is gonna happen. But 2, he has a right to be upset with his teammates. His teammates didn't call out that they didn't kill me. Like in my eyes, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking to myself, okay, they're taking care of him. Let me just hold position. That was the right idea in mind, but there was just a huge lack of communication there that ended up led to me breaking them down and getting the 1v4. So I just want to show you guys that from his perspective. This isn't me shitting on him, but anyway, next clip. All right, setting the stage for the end game here, right? 5th zone, we still have 2 other teams left. Same concept. You want those 2 teams to engage with themselves, and then I want to be the person, a third party. It's going to be one team has 4 players, the other team is going to have 3 players, right? Easy math. I want to rotate and try and get ahead of the zone. I have a bunker buster right now. I have 1 regular gas mask. I have 2 stim shots. I'm gonna drop that bunker buster up top above me, right? The reason why I did that is because those guys might try and take the high ground. If they take the high ground right there, they're gonna look at me as I'm rotating across. That bunker buster is supposed to cross that off, right? I'm gonna get an extra munitions box and I'm gonna buy a self-res because you never know whether or not you're gonna need that down the line, right? You're preparing for endgame. It's not like a lot of you guys will see a lot of my gas plays and they'll say, yo, how did you know this was right there? Or how do you always have like 100 stim shots and like 50 munitions boxes and 2 selves? I have that because I'm preparing for it ahead of time. This isn't stuff that I just randomly find on the ground. If I find it on the ground, that's great. It's gonna help me down the long term. But for right now, I want you to focus on preparing yourself for the end game. I'm gonna stow my stim shots and I'm gonna stow my thermites because I'm gonna use this cache. I was gonna call it an Evo cache like Apex. I'm gonna use this munitions cache to get extra stim shots. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my thermites, but I think I picked some up. I still have my munitions though, so if I need more stims, collectively I have about 6. I heard somebody here shooting some shots over here. I don't need to play out this far, right? I can use information that I get from a different team to help me in my ability to win the game. I get spotted by 1 team shooting down, but it's okay. I have that gas mask. I'm just gonna have to suck it up and eat it right now. I have 3 buy stations that I can potentially use. I'm gonna choose to go to my right because I hear somebody over here. I get the break and this kid's gonna move across. I'm not able to get that kill. I said, forget it. I'm taking too much time right now. Let me pop this gas mask right here, okay? This is the problem. I have no real cover. There are no really good options here. If I go to my right, if I take the rooftop, I might be able to get 1 kill, but everybody's gonna see me. Now I'm liable to get shot at. If I move to the right, I'm still gonna be in the open, and the rotation for me is absolutely fucked. This is a terrible situation to be in. So that's why I prepared for it ahead of time because I didn't know what was going to happen. I bought this gas mask, but immediately in my head, I know that there's no real way that I can directly fight all 4 of these guys, especially with a zone like this. So those first 2 teams engaged, they were able to kill each other. I wasn't able to third party this, so this is a slightly different scenario. I'm gonna go ahead and stow my stims. I have 17 seconds remaining. I can't use that. I said forget it. Let me go ahead and just take whatever stims I have now. I should have been moving a lot faster. And I should have taken a wider rotation. If you're in this scenario, don't be like me. Do not take these shots ill-advised because now I gave them free information. They're all looking down to my right. They don't know exactly where I am. They could have popped the UAV. Well, if they had enough money, but they didn't. So in this situation, I gave them more information than they needed to have. I could have easily beat them off of the rotation here. I'm gonna go ahead and get a break. I try and get one to finishes and boom, I'm able to hit that. But now it's still a 1v3. I gave him information on where I am, but I have to make a hard play going far left. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop my stims. You have to time those stim shots. A lot of people have issues with timing their stim shots. Your stim should hit your body the second you take health. So like the second you take health, if that stim hits your body, then your health will go all the way up. If you do it a second too early or a second too late, you won't get the regeneration. Like even right there, I didn't do it like, I didn't time it perfectly, but you'll get used to it the more you practice. The zone is gonna start chunking my health. Like right there, you can see I wasn't able to get my health all the way. I know the this bar was in the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and avoid that. But you can tell my my health bar isn't going up all the way. This stim doesn't help as much as it should. Right there doesn't help as much as it should. I end up having to eat the zone. If I had planned for this, or if I had moved a little bit quicker, like a half second quicker, instead of taking those ill-advised shots, I would have been in a lot better situation. I hear somebody come up the ladder. Going for that buy station. I hear him, he pops that, he's gonna come over the ledge, doesn't expect me to be here. I made a far rotation. I know that guy's gonna be flying in. I got an extra durable gas mask from this guy. I have to take these shots now. That was a terrible flight from him. I don't know what he was thinking, but I know there's 2 other guys left. I'm gonna take the height right here, okay? The idea for me to take the height is to make sure that I can cover as much of an area as possible. I can see to my right, I can look down below. If these guys come up the stairs, if they come in the ladder, I have everything covered. I have everything covered. I put myself in the best situation. It's a 1v2 scenario. My goal is to isolate each opponent now. This is a very simple 1v2. Again, advanced tips. These are advanced tips. If you have issues trying to isolate opponents, take the right angles and hit your shots, this video is not for you, baba. I have 6 thermites. I can potentially just play this super slow. My thermites are going to be helpful because as the circle condenses, there's going to be less wiggle room for these players to be moving around in, right? Unless they preserve their gas masks or bought new ones at any point, it's going to be very easy for me to throw that thermite in a condensed location to get them out. So like, let's just say the zone was moving out to the right and it wasn't inside this building. I could throw my thermites down below to force them to stay outside of the gas, or else if they move forward into the gas, it's going to damage them. That's why I stocked up on a couple of extra thermites. I'm gonna hear these guys pushing across. Keep that angle. I got plenty of time. Got the durable gas mask. I get my shots off. That smoke hurts. There's a couple of issues here, right? I'm spotted by the combat scout, so no matter what, this guy is going to see me wherever I am. I got that initial knock, but I want to get the finish. I need to get that kill. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the thermites again, take up some space, throw 2 of them. I'm just gonna jump off. I get my kill, I'm gonna move under, right? I had no health. He saw me on combat scout. I know that he's still on the roof because he took damage from my thermites, but now I can play patiently. Circle's condensing. 2 buy stations that I can use. I have enough money for a gas mask. I take off my gas mask so I can hear better. I'm gonna stay right here. Now I want to make the play first. I want to make the play first. We're both gonna be coughing here. He jumps down. I was going to make the play to get to that gas mask. He ends up dropping down. That's an easy 1v1 for me, and that's how you can clutch it up. Again, the second play. This is the second gas play I can show you guys, where again there were situations where I could have done things differently. I could have moved a little bit quicker. I didn't have to give up my location early on that initial rotation from control going up to prison, but I was able to capitalize on it here. These guys screwed up. They let themselves get isolated way too much. I was able to pick them off. They weren't as aware and as close as they should have been. The communication possibly just wasn't there. Now I'm going to show you one more gas play. This is going to be a very, very dense explanation, a very dense breakdown. There's a lot of factors to this. And again, I have to reiterate this one more time. It's not because I'm trying to lead you guys astray. It's not because I'm cheating. It's not because I'm just a better player and I'm trying to look down on you guys. I'm telling you guys because this is the truth. If you cannot simply hit your shots, and I say simply lightly, if you can't hit your shots at the first very fundamental level, everything else that I tell you right now is not going to matter. It isn't. You have to be able to hit your shots. If you can't hit your shots, you're not going to be able to capitalize on anything. You have to be able to hit your shots for the vast majority of your 1v1s. And I'll be honest, even I have problems doing that, even at the highest levels. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this up until, I believe, yep, here we go. This point, okay? Again, 2 other teams, same situation, 2 other teams. Let me lower this. 2 other teams, same situation, got a cluster, got a lot going on, right? Now in this situation, it's a 1v2v2 or it's a 1v3v1, right? In this case, it's a 1v2v2 though. You want these first 2 teams to engage in their fights, right? Similar to like the second game that I just showed you. They end up doing that. They end up buying back one of their teammates off of the buy station. 1v3v2 now. 5 other players on the field. I want to see if I can take some of my shots. I'm able to get the break. Not able to get that finish though. Hit your shots, man. I should have been able to lead that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my PA. The problem with this is on this rotation, I should have saved my precision airstrike. I know that at some point I'm gonna have to be on this ledge right here where the zone is going to. I kind of threw that PA up there hoping that I might be able to kill. I wasn't able to, and it was pretty obvious. So I ended up putting myself in a bad position because now I just gave up. I just gave up a very valuable resource that could have helped me either get a kill, make a rotation, or put the enemy team on their heels a little bit. Okay, I gave that up. They got the last kill on the other team. Now it's a 1v4 situation. Okay, I'm gonna move up. I'm a little too close to where that precision airstrike was, but I'm gonna use this time to get up because nobody took the rooftop. I'm now gonna play this very slowly. I'm gonna pre-aim everything. I'm able to get that first pick. It's a 1v3. You can always assume that once you get a kill, especially a face-up kill where you're not killing somebody from behind, they're going to live ping you. I'm always operating under the assumption that this team knows where I am after getting that kill. I'm gonna play slow. I'm gonna close that door for a misdirection because now at this point the live ping would have ended. So it's gonna look like I'm moving to the right of control, and really I'm just gonna stay right here and play slow. I slammed that door as soon as that cluster strike hits, hopefully to mask that noise. Seeing if anybody's there. I'm gonna play it slow. I'm able to catch up. See, exactly, just like I called it. You want to play it slow, pre-aim everything, keep the misdirections going on, taking those shots. I get shot from behind. I know this kid was one shot. I'm able to get that knock. He knows his teammate is in it. He knows that his teammate ended up getting knocked. So now I'm going to use this opportunity to try and catch the guy that just shot me in the back off guard. Immediately take that, pre-aim. He's only going to come from one direction, get that kill, capitalize off of this kill. It's a 1v2 situation. Now, in this scenario, excuse me, I know that I just killed 2 of his teammates. He was able to buy 1 teammate back up. That's 3 people that I killed, okay? It's now a 1v2 situation. My immediate assumption is that he's gonna go for this buy station, which is why I'm not even gonna try and reload. I'm not even gonna try and replay it. I'm gonna switch to my STG. Boom. I hear a cluster mine go down. I see right there's a cluster mine. I'm assuming that he was gonna go for that buy station, but unfortunately I got hit by that mortar strike. It's gonna put me on my heels for a second. I can't force anything right now. I'm gonna play patient. I should have known that this cluster strike was gonna hit me again. He's gonna know that I got hit twice from that. He should have known that I was gonna hit twice from that. I'm gonna play it slowly and I'm gonna move my way up here, right? I'm assuming that the teammates that he brought back are gonna go try and go back for their loot, and I'm gonna try and be as unpredictable as possible. As I pre-aim this, I'm able to get that 1 kill. Again, operate under the assumption that they know where you are. In that scenario, I just heard somebody buy back their teammate, which means that they were on the buy station down low. I don't want them to take the high ground. If he tries to rotate down behind me, he's gonna be kind of restricted to where the zone is right now, and I have the advantage. So I'm gonna go ahead and push this ledge right now. I'm gonna force it. He's gonna push right here. I'm able to get that kill. Still have 2 teammates coming in. Or now 3 teammates, excuse me. He was able to get up his whole squad. Oh my God. And then now he just popped the mortar strike. That mortar strike is gonna put pressure on me. I want to take the rooftop. I want to keep the high ground over everybody. I still have my durable gas mask, like 3 ticks. I still have my munitions. I still have a stim. I want to take the high ground. I want to keep whatever advantage possible. I hear his teammate coming down from above me, flying in. I have to reload. Why did I hear a parachute going out here? I heard that parachute on the backside because he wants to hit this buy station, knowing that I was on this backside, or knowing that I was initially on the buy station that his teammate bought him back on. You can see that red streak coming down too. This is something you should not do. This was a terrible play. This was a terrible play on my part. The kid that just went into the gas, unless he has enough money to buy a gas mask and his teammate, he's still gonna be taking a few ticks. He shouldn't have a lot of loot. I could literally wait on the stairs knowing that he's gonna push it, but I push out, making a stupid play on my part, trying to force the kill. He ends up rotating inside. I get shot and the pressure gets put on me from up top. I end up getting this knock. I pop a stim. If I didn't have that stim shot, I'd be dead right here. He gets 1 last tap. Now I'm running away. He's putting a lot of pressure on me. Pop another stim. Now I'm in scramble mode. Scramble mode. You got to play these one-on-ones out. I hear footsteps from my right. Pop a stim. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. There is no control that I have over this situation right now. There's 4 other people up. They were able to get their teammate up. I was only able to get 1 kill. I have no plates. My gas mask is completely drawn out. I was able to pop 2 stim shots. My SMG isn't reloaded. I have no other choice but to now fully disengage from this fight and use all of the resources that I have to now make a crazy gas play. I can't pop my shields. I'm gonna go ahead and play this area. The zone's gonna keep ticking on me. I know I don't have a crazy amount of time. I'm gonna go ahead and replenish, hitting that munitions. I'm gonna go ahead and take the high ground now, okay? Now I'm gonna take the high ground. I'm gonna get into this little pocket where I can take a breath, let my health regenerate, pop some plates. I hear footsteps down to my right. I'm gonna go ahead and reload my AR knowing that I need it. Now I wanna play this heady as useful as possible. I need to use this heady. What they should have done is throw nades up there if they had it. If they had thrown nades in this very condensed area, I would be screw-magrued, but I'm not. Playing the high ground, looking down. I see 2 people. I don't want to engage if I don't have to. I want to isolate them as best as possible. Apparently they were a little too late to react because I'm able to take these shots. I'm able to get this last shot from these kids. Boom, boom. I'm able to get the last 2 kills. Huge, right? Problem is, now that I'm taking damage, the zone isn't in my favor. I see where these last two kids are. They're gonna try to hug the zone and force me to overcommit on that window. I'm gonna pop my munitions box. I still have a PBS, so I'm gonna go to the roof. I'm gonna use that PBS to buy me time, but I'm gonna wait until my health goes down and then use the PBS so I can let this play develop. I see a stim shot on the ground. This PBS isn't gonna last me forever though. I have that munitions. My goal is to now try and pick off one more of these kids and isolate it into a 1v1. I don't have time here. I have to react. I have to react and get whatever kill that I can now to make it a 1v1 scenario. I have two enemies here. I'm gonna go all the way to the left-hand side, see if I can get a pick. That kid's over there on the right. He's gonna eat the zone. See what I said about having two enemies where the gas is now no longer my friend because I don't have that advantage. Every shot he put into me was chunking into my health. I pop my stim. I have to drop down and try and make this a 1v1. I'm able to get some shots off right here on this kid. I don't want to keep taking this, so I'm gonna pop my stim, go into this, go outside into that little circle. I was able to get that kill, and I was able to capitalize there. Goobers, make sure you're always looking at the kill cam and doing some kind of celebration. I want you guys to enjoy this. I want you guys to make sure you're clutching up your wins for yourself and for your teammates because you guys are good players as well. You don't have to keep losing to these sweaty goobs just like me, right? So again, much love, peace, blessings. I hope you guys learned something today. If you did learn something, make sure that you guys drop a follow or drop a subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss any Call of Duty or Warzone related content. And if you guys want the loadout that I use in all three of these gameplays, make sure that you guys watch this video right here on the screen. That's going to be an insane gameplay, 44 kills. Much love, peace, blessings. Hope you guys have a good one. Later.